Hi guys, good evening. Welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in tonight's video I'll be discussing what I thought of the latest in another solid episode we got of It. Welcome to Derry. That ending, huh? Now, before I get into all of that, of course, please be warned, this is a spoiler-filled review, so if you're not caught up on It, Welcome to Derry by the latest episode, which is episode 6 of season 1, you do not want to keep watching or listening to this video, as I will be discussing spoilers. That being said, you have been warned. Let's dive right back into it. First and foremost, so great to see Bill Skarsgård once again just killing it as Pennywise. I'm so happy that he's getting ample screen time in this episode. We saw him, being in full-on predator mode, going after a kid and then eating him up and then like manipulating the Kirsch woman. And then, of course, her thinking that he's her father who's returned or something like that. I guess, from what I understand from that revelation, the Kirsch woman thinks Pennywise is her father because she's obviously nuts, but he also physically embodies or takes a shape of how her father once looked. So there must have been something about this guy that Pennywise liked or thought, oh, here's a good disguise or a form I could take when luring kids to their death and eating them up and whatnot. So I guess we'll find out in the next episode why that is, or why he chose this particular form or disguise, and why this woman thinks it's her father reincarnated or something like that. Did it seem to you guys, because it was a little unclear to me, did it seem to imply that she was helping Pennywise by feeding him children or bringing kids to him? Is that what we're supposed to believe? I don't know. It was a little unclear from that. Still a great reveal. I like the fact that Grogan ended up hiding at the black spot, although it looks like that may turn out for the worse. And as I realized a few episodes ago that this little club hangout thing that Halloran and his buddies came up with, I'm like, oh, I wonder if this becomes the black spot, if this is where that happens. And now I'm starting to think that yes, this is indeed the black spot. And if you have or haven't seen the movies, you may or may not know about what may or may not happen or what's to come. So keep watching and you'll see, especially the way this episode ended. It did not look good for anybody. So I also like how the kids are starting to figure out we could defeat Pennywise if we stick together, even though it's taking some convincing. We've got some romantic buds in bloom. We saw some of the kids are starting to develop feelings for each other, Ronnie and Will, and then Marge and, oh my God, why am I blanking? The drummer kid, little drummer boy. Oh, why am I blanking on his name? Anyway, Marge was looking at him longingly as he was playing the drums there. I also like how she stood up to the mean girls, put those bitches in their place, and she embraced her identity as a little bit of an outsider, but at least she's got a group of friends who are real and authentic, unlike those fake plastic-ass bitches like those mean girls she was trying to suck up to. And then the stuff between Hanlon and his son was great. Sad, but great. And I like how they're all aware of what's going on, but they're not all on the same page about how to handle it. Where Will wants to go with his friends in the sewers, find Pennywise and destroy him, where his dad is like, no, I've got a mission to do. And the mom's like, let's just get the hell out of here in general. And nobody can agree on what to do next. And I'm sure the next 2 episodes will show what's going to happen to and with this family as the episode unfolds next week. And then we got a little bit more of explanation about what was going on with Halloran in the last episode with the box of terrible memories that was now opened. And now he's dealing with that, seeing dead people and whatnot, kind of like a Sixth Sense type of situation there. And that was pretty cool. And then, again, the stuff with Pennywise was just delightful. Bill Skarsgård is awesome in this role. He totally kicks ass, and I love it every time we see him on screen as Pennywise. It was also the first time we saw a new emotion or a new look on his face. Confusion. Because in that flashback with the younger Kirsch woman, and she says to him, Papa, he looks at her like, what? Like his eyebrows kind of go like up and down like, huh? Like he's confused with what she said to him. But of course, you know, being the predator that he is, he takes advantage of the situation and is obviously using her to get close to children. So that makes sense because that's something he would do because he's, well, evil. But yeah, this episode was great. I also enjoyed the more tender moments where Ronnie and Will hugged, the bonding between Ronnie and her dad and Will talking about movies and how Ronnie's dad seems to approve of Will and appreciates the fact he's trying to look out for her and protect her. And I also liked the music, the dancing and musical scenes where you know, the kid was playing the drums and the band was playing and people were just dancing, hanging out, enjoying themselves. And it's like, it's the calm before the shitstorm that's about to hit and hit really, really hard. As we saw at the end of this episode with the group of angry white men showing up in masks, probably looking for Grogan and obviously looking for trouble. So, you know, it's going to be interesting and probably pretty devastating to see what goes down in next week's episode. I got a pretty good idea of what's going to happen, but in case you're not familiar with the movies, I mean, it feels like you should be if you're watching this show. But in case you're not, I won't say for spoilers' sake. But it's going to be interesting to see what goes down next week and how they do it, if they do what I think they're going to do. So yeah, great episode. I love the tender moments that were sprinkled throughout the spooky shit. And Pennywise appearing as the pickle jar monster in the Lily's desk was also pretty cool. Nice monster moment there. And overall, I really liked this episode. It was another solid episode, and I can't believe we only have 2 episodes left this season, you guys. So next week and then the week after, and then it's over. I sure hope it gets renewed for a second season because this shit is awesome. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did. What did you think of it? I'd love to hear your thoughts and feelings on it down below in the comments section. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more videos like this one. And, of course, until next time, what's your favorite scary movie?